When you think that this country is only 11 million people, he dominated the news around the globe for generations. That's unbelievable. And it was fascinating to meet him. I had many occasions to meet him. In my life, I was not close to him as much as Pierre Trudeau was, but I met him at the UN many times, and he came for the funeral of Pierre here in Montreal, and I had met him when I visited Cuba officially. When I went there, I was the first Western leader to visit Cuba in 10 years. He was a communist. He will defend his ideas. He will complain about the weakness of the capitalism and our democracies and so on. And we will debate that, knowing that he will not change me and I will not change him. And
did you try to ever change his views?
No, I tried to get him to sign the Charter of Rights of the United Nations.
How'd that go?
And that was very interesting because he had been informed I wanted to discuss that. When I arrived in his office, he already had a piece of paper ready to receive me. And we debated that. You know, are you opposed to this and are you opposed to that? And many of that he was in agreement. One of the funny part is, one of the things he had problems with is he didn't want to have unions in Cuba. But I said, yes, you're a man of the people, you should let them organize. No, they said, they are already organized, and I am the leader of the union.
Oh.
So, what can you argue more? He said, we don't need it. I am the union myself. I represent the people. So, you knew that he was not. But it was pleasant. We discussed all sort of things.
Did he sign the document?
No. But what pleased me is that he wanted to discuss that. We spent hours together. It went very late in the night. He loved to talk into the night. And it was extremely interesting.
Do you think he progressed at all on human rights issues throughout the years, in your view?
But a little bit, but like, this system, it's, as you say, they don't have the same type of democracy than we have, and, he stopped, the market economy to impose a communist regime. So a lot of people think everything were taken away from them. There were no more private properties at this time. He expropriated his own family. His father was a very rich guy. He expropriated his father. All, not a damn cent for the mom and dad, they were gone. They were not gone, they were like everybody else. Everybody, were to be the same. So a lot of people quit Cuba because of that, and they moved to the United States, and they hated his guts. And of course, if I had been them, I would have had the same reaction. I remember making a speech to the Chamber of Commerce of the United States in New York, and one guy said, the Prime Minister, you're having a relation with a dictator in Cuba. I said, yes. I said, you guys, you had dictators all over Latin America that you were doing business with, too. For me, a dictator is a dictator. Your friends were dictator of the right. This one is from the left. For me, they were all dictators. And I said to them, you will normalize your relation with Cuba, but don't do it too fast. You were surprised. I said, don't do it too fast, because by the time you will arrive, you will all be welcome in Canadian hotels.
What will you remember the most about Fidel Castro?
But he was a man of conviction who went all the way, all his life, believing that he was right. In my last discussion I had with him, I told him, you are the last communist in the world, Fidel. And he said, I'm very proud of it.